What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to the latest Liverpool transfer news, and in this video we will talk about Hakim Ziyech, the Ajax star, who according to Ajax director of football Mark Overmars, Ajax will let Hakim Ziyech leave the club when a big club comes in this summer, and there is definitely many big clubs coming in for Hakim Ziyech because his release clause, listen to this, is only £25 million. I think for that price he is an absolute bargain, and Liverpool, Arsenal and other clubs are definitely interested in Hakim Ziyech, and I think he would make a perfect player for Liverpool because we really need another attacker who is versatile, who can play on either side of the wing, who can maybe play instead of Salah or Mane when they are tired or injured. So let me know guys in the comments below, would you like Hakim Ziyech at Liverpool, and do you think 25 million is a good deal? I personally think it's a fantastic value for money deal for Liverpool, and I really hope that we go for him. And there has been many articles in the English newspapers that Liverpool are interested in Hakim Ziyech, so we shall wait and see whether that happens or not. But guys, if you enjoy these types of Liverpool news videos, please leave a like. It takes a second for you guys to press that like button, and it really helps me out and shows me that you guys enjoy these videos. So Mark Overmars, the Ajax director of football, confirmed that Ziyech will be allowed to leave. This is what he said: he leaves when a top club comes. He's in focus because of his achievements in the Champions League. Many big clubs are buzzing around him. We promised Hakim to agree to a good transfer. And this has of course put big European clubs on high alert because Hakim Ziyech had a stellar campaign in the Champions League and also in the Eredivisie. Ajax won the domestic double, they won the Dutch Cup, and also they won the Eredivisie title in style, and Hakim Ziyech was one of their most important players in that. And Hakim Ziyech is in a very perfect age in my opinion. He's 26 years old, so probably his peak years are ahead of him, and this has been an absolutely incredible season for Ziyech. He scored 21 goals in all competition in 47 games. Just to put that into context, that's more than his previous two seasons combined, because last season he scored 9 goals, the season before that he scored 10 goals, but playing for Twente he also had seasons where he scored 17 and 15 goals respectively, and he also is a Morocco international, and he scored 12 goals in 23 appearances for Morocco, which is a very good goal return. That's like 1 goal every 2 games. And also for Ajax he scored 21 goals in 47 games. That's also a very good return. And he is, as I said, 26 years old. He just turned 26 in March. So I think this is a very pivotal time for Hakim Ziyech. He probably wants to play for a really big club. I'm not saying Ajax is not a big club, they are a massive club, but I'm saying that Ajax probably, as Hakim Ziyech wants to play for a club who can really challenge for the Champions League, because that's the trophy that has eluded him. So with Ajax he won the Eredivisie and the Dutch Cup this season, but he also finished as the runners-up in the Europa League 2 seasons ago, which was very unlucky the way Ajax lost that final. But he also got the most assists in the Dutch league in 2015, 17, 18 and 19, which is absolutely incredible. He also got the 3 times into the Eredivisie Team of the Year tournament, and he was also the Ajax Player of the Year last season and this season as well. And he won the Dutch Footballer of the Year, that's like the Dutch Golden Boot, in 2018. So he has been really good for Ajax very recently. And Ziyech has been about non-committal on his future so far, saying after Ajax won the Dutch title, this is what he said: a transfer move will come by itself. When that happens, everyone will automatically hear it. So Ziyech doesn't really want to reveal his next club, because I think he probably doesn't really know. He will definitely leave Ajax in my opinion, and that now he just sees what kind of clubs will be interested in Hakim Ziyech, and Liverpool will be one of them, but we will have fierce competition with Tottenham, Bayern Munich, or even Arsenal. But Arsenal probably will be in the Europa League next season unless they beat Chelsea in the Europa League final. I'm not even sure who is the favorite in that final. So Hakim Ziyech did an interview in 2017 for Ajax TV, and Justin Kluivert, who at the time was playing for Ajax, he is now at Roma, he was asked who would he like to play for the most, and he said, well, I have two dream clubs that I dream about playing for, and they are Arsenal and Barcelona. That is my ultimate dream, and of course I'm a big fan of the Premier League. Unless Arsenal come in for him, Liverpool probably is his most likely destination, because Liverpool really need a player like Hakim Ziyech, and we are in for a versatile attacker. Many people, including Jamie Carragher and David Ornstein, the journalist, has confirmed that Daniel Sturridge is leaving Liverpool, so Liverpool need a versatile attacker, and Hakim Ziyech fits the bill perfectly. He would be well suited to Liverpool. Ajax play also very good football, playing on the ground, and they are not as high intensity and as high pressure as the Liverpool playing style, but I think Hakim Ziyech would have no problem integrating himself into this Liverpool playing style, because he has flair, he has dribbling skills, he can take a brilliant free kick, and he can score goals from all over the park, long range tap-ins, beating players with his pace and skill. And Hakim Ziyech, only because of his bad finishing, didn't become an even bigger hero at Ajax, because after scoring in the Champions League semi-final second leg against Tottenham, he hit the post and he missed another glorious chance by like this much. And if those go in, Hakim Ziyech scores a hat-trick and Ajax would be Liverpool's opponents for the final. And also Hakim Ziyech was asked whether he has a footballing idol, and he said, yes, I actually do have a footballing idol, and he is Mesut Ozil. And when Justin Kluivert joked in the interview if Ziyech is better than Arsenal's number 10, he replied, no, I'm not even close to Ozil's level. But that was in 2017. Since then, I think Ozil's level have declined a little bit, and Hakim Ziyech's level has gone up massively. So I think they are still not on the same level, but they are much closer than in 2017. And what is also absolutely remarkable is not only did Hakim Ziyech score 21 goals this season, but he also gets 24 assists this season, which means that he contributed for 4 to 45 goals in total for Ajax in 49 games. That is an outstanding record. That means that in almost every single game, Hakim Ziyech either gets a goal or an assist for Ajax. And I would love Liverpool to sign him. That's my honest opinion, and I really hope that we do get him. And Alisson Becker spoke to UEFA about the Barcelona comeback game where Liverpool beat Barcelona 4-0, and he said this, and I quote, "That memory will be with me forever. It's a story that I will be telling my children and my grandchildren. I'm just hoping that we can see this story through and win the final, God willing, to get the Champions League title, which is our main objective." And he's also said about the Champions League football at Anfield, the atmosphere. It's incredible. I played here against Liverpool with Roma, and I experienced the power that the fans gave to the team on the pitch. They put a lot of pressure on you. It's not easy playing here against our team. Now that I'm playing here, I've experienced the amazing things that we have achieved in this Champions League, qualifying for the final in the way that we did, returning from a difficult defeat that many thought was impossible. It was achievable through God's blessing, but the work that we put in and a lot of dedication, plus the support from the fans on the night, which was incredible. And we also have to give huge credit to Alisson, who, without his point-blank save against Napoli in the group stages, we wouldn't have made it through the group stages. We would have ended up in the Europa League. And Alisson said, but without a doubt, the save against Napoli was pretty much the last touch of the ball, and that save could be counted as a goal, I say. And yes, that was as important as scoring a goal and firing Liverpool through to the knockout stages. And it's amazing how close the margins between success and failure are at the top of European football. I mean, just a few inches, and Liverpool are out of the Champions League altogether in the group stages, which would have been the massive disappointment at the time. And what a knockout stage Liverpool had. Bayern Munich, Porto, Barcelona. We knocked out some huge teams, and Tottenham await us in the final. And this will be Tottenham's biggest game in their whole entire history, probably, because Tottenham have never played a Champions League or a European Cup final. But I really hope that Liverpool can see it through, because this is also going to be Liverpool's biggest game of the season, and I think the players will be really fired up. And Tancredi Palmieri, an Italian journalist, said that Juventus have contacted Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp about their vacant manager's position, but Jurgen Klopp denied it. It came to nothing. Everyone wants Jurgen, but Jurgen Klopp wants Liverpool. That's what he said. So I'm really happy about that. Allegri will leave Juventus. It has been confirmed, and there is rumors that Juventus might hire Antonio Conte or somebody else. Also, Allegri might become the next Chelsea manager, or maybe at another club. But Allegri's football hasn't been very easy on the eye, and I don't think many clubs who are really top clubs will welcome this defensive style of football, style of play that Allegri has implemented to Juventus. No question, they have been successful, but the fans have been moaning about the attractiveness of Juventus overall play. So I think yes, Jurgen Klopp would be successful almost everywhere, in my opinion. But at the moment he has a lot of unfinished business at Liverpool. He still wants to win the Premier League. He still wants to win the Champions League as well. And unless Jurgen Klopp wins the Premier League or the Champions League with Liverpool, I can't see him being really fully satisfied. I still think that this is probably we are in the middle of the Jurgen Klopp cycle, and there has been also talks already coming from Liverpool that Liverpool will start contract negotiations with Jurgen Klopp, even though Jurgen Klopp still has 3 years left on his 7-year contract. This is Jurgen Klopp's 4th season. Liverpool want to keep him long term, and I really hope that Liverpool can persuade Jurgen Klopp to sign for an even longer period. It would be perfect if Liverpool go on and win the Champions League. Then Jurgen Klopp signs a contract extension, maybe another year or two, because I can see Liverpool just improving more and more under Jurgen Klopp. It has been an absolutely fabulous journey, and I loved every minute of it. Even though Liverpool didn't win the Premier League title, this has been another really memorable, really fantastic season. And if you can't really just enjoy the ride, enjoy watching each game, see the wonderful football, the brilliant goals, the great saves, and everything else that comes with football, then I feel sorry for you. If you feel that the whole season has been a failure because Liverpool didn't win the Premier League, I feel sorry for you, because I honestly think that this has been probably the best Liverpool season that I have watched since I started supporting this wonderful club 18 years ago. I started supporting in 2000-2001, when Liverpool had that brilliant run of winning 5 trophies. And I think this has been the most high quality style of football that Liverpool played, and also the most effective. We had the best points tally in Liverpool's history, so I can't really fault the players. But let's talk about something different. Liverpool goalkeeper Loris Karius says that he is happy at Besiktas. The Liverpool Echo is reporting that probably Besiktas will keep Karius for another season. He still has 1 year left on his loan spell. He signed a 2-year loan when he left after the Champions League final. And Karius' form has picked up in recent months, and Besiktas will finish in 3rd place in the Turkish Super League, and they will qualify for, I think, the Europa League next season. And Karius said this: I think that if all parties are happy and satisfied, I will continue here at Besiktas. My contract with Besiktas continues for another year, And after they lost 2-1 to Trabzonspor, he said, "This is a team game, I must not forget this. I am disappointed." And yes, Karius is midway through a 2-year loan spell. And Besiktas paid a loan fee of £2.25 million, but they are obligated to buy him for a further 7.25 million in the summer of 2020, so next summer, if certain performance criteria are met related to appearances and European qualification. And I think Karius has been probably maybe the only signing which hasn't been like an outright success that Jurgen Klopp made, but he only cost 4 million, so we will make double that amount, more than double that amount, if Karius goes to Besiktas permanently for like 10 million in total. And also Liverpool will have a 20% sell-on clause if Karius joins Besiktas permanently. That means that if Karius is sold by Besiktas to anybody else, Liverpool get 20% of that transfer fee, which is really good. And I think Liverpool solved their goalkeeping problem long term. Alisson will probably be Liverpool's goalkeeper for the foreseeable future, and I'm very happy with that because Alisson is exactly the kind of goalkeeper that Liverpool missed and needed. And Mark Lawrenson, a pundit and a former Liverpool player, has actually hailed Joel Matip as a very important player for Liverpool. He improved massively in the second half of the season. I honestly didn't think that Matip would be this good coming into the second half of the season, and this is what Lawrenson said about Matip. It would be tough on Matip to not start the Champions League final. He has been really, really good, and not just defensively. He has been a bonus because he has been coming out with the ball and committing opposition midfield players. If you are a midfield player in that team, you are looking at that and thinking it's great because he's giving you a little bit more room to play. And I loved that. Sometimes Matip comes out with the ball like he's a midfield player, dribbles past 2 or 3 midfielders and then distributes the ball to the forwards or to another midfielder. Sometimes he lost the ball, but thankfully we didn't concede the goal because of Matip. And I think as the season progressed, Matip got more and more clever about that. And Phil Thompson, a Liverpool legend and one of the few Liverpool captains who actually lifted the Champions League trophy, the European club, talked about Liverpool's transfer strategy for the upcoming transfer window. And he said this: no matter who you are, you have to strengthen while you are on top. Don't wait until things go wrong. It was always the way of doing things in our heyday. No matter what we won, we always brought in 2 players to strengthen and give more options on the field and regenerate the dressing room. If Liverpool can, I would look at a creative midfielder and another striker. Salah, Mane and Firmino are the 3, but it's a case of getting someone in who will be sitting on the bench for most of the season. It's like in midfield, we have a lot of players who are quite similar. We need someone with a creative spark and to give us more goals from that department. It is hard to find a decent striker who will sit on the bench, and that is the problem Klopp will have. The squad is relatively young, which is good, and have at least another 5 years together, so we look as though we are in a good position. And I agree with Phil Thompson. I think Liverpool need another creative midfielder, a player who can score more goals. I think Naby Keita will score more goals. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, if he can stay fit next season, definitely will score more goals. And Shaqiri has been actually, I think, our top scorer from midfield. So it's going to be a crucial summer, and it's going to be fascinating who Liverpool sign. We really hope we go for Hakim Ziyech, because for 25 million, it's a low risk transfer in my opinion. Anyway, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did. See you later, have a nice day, goodbye.